Hi, my name is Sarah Weens. I'm a volunteer for the California Academy of Physician Associates. And today I have the honor of interviewing one of our scholarship recipients this year for 2026 Ray Dale Memorial Scholarship Award. I'm joined today by Marley Figueroa. She is a recent graduate from the Southern California University of Health Sciences PA program. And I wanted to ask her a few questions about being a recipient of this scholarship and really what it means to her. So, first of all, Marley, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we are interested to know what your reaction was when you learned you were selected for the scholarship and who you shared the news with first.
I was very shocked because I remember applying in December and I don't even remember if I got a confirmation email like, yay, application was submitted. And so I kind of just thought, oh, I haven't heard back. Didn't think anything of it, didn't even bother to reach out or inquire about anything. And then I was actually in Costco and I got the email and I was like, oh my God, it actually came through. And so it was nice. My mom was with me. So I got to share it with her and it was kind of just like, oh, let me have that settle in. And then I started reading it and I was like, oh my goodness, I guess they didn't forget. So it was a nice little surprise for my weekend.
Oh, that's great. Well, Ray Dale he worked with Kappa or for Kappa as a volunteer for about 20 years from 1980 through 2000. He was very instrumental in the growth and development of Kappa in its early years and very much a PA advocate on our behalf. So knowing his advancement of the PA profession through advocacy, how do you plan to advocate for and advance the PA profession throughout your career?
I think just being accountable and knowing all the updated laws, legislation, and regulations for, the state that I'm in and the practicing. I think it's important to advocate for yourself, one in like your workplace. So if I see some kind of, if I see something or feel something, say something type of thing, I think also knowing my scope. So sometimes we can be put in a position where either we're not being utilized to our full scope, or maybe we are doing more than we should, or, not being used to our full capacity is important, but also being involved in organizations like this. So Kappa, I also like being involved in AAPA. So I think just being as involved as I can, speaking with different people that are involved in these organizations, my opinions, and I think just making your voice heard, whether it's in a group like this or I was also, with your help, maybe applying for HOD positions. So I think being involved in leadership like that is important, just so you can represent a greater body. And I think the more opinions or the more like passion you have about this career is better. It just comes across like you really want to make a change. So I think just that way, I think never stopping, always being involved and not being too comfortable and just having a job somewhere, always having something in addition to that.
Yeah, that's great. And it sounds like you will continue being a member of Kappa, hopefully.
Yeah, I just renewed actually with the help of Sandra at Kappa, so that was good. I renewed that.
Very good. So, on that note, what would you say to encourage other PAs or even students to join?
It can be daunting at first, so I think a lot of people think if they were not involved in like their student body at school, then it's kind of like, oh, I wasn't involved then, so why now? But even keeping your Kappa membership and staying up to date and reading the emails, you never know. There might be something that comes in your inbox that interests you, or joining something can always connect you with someone down the line. So I think just knowing that the networking opportunities and staying up to date, that's really important regardless of how involved you were in school. I think just keeping this membership, and just always wanting to learn more.
Okay, that's great. Yes. And reflecting on somebody like Ray Dale, right, who is obviously influential in the PA profession and his historical aspects on advocacy, we want to know who had the greatest influence on your journey and how they have impacted your goals.
Probably my mom. I mean, both my parents, they've just supported me entirely since I was little, but I think being with my mom, we're very alike. And so, as much as an accomplishment as this is, sometimes I don't know. I was raised to be, okay, what's the next step? What's this? What's that? And although I'm the first in my family to reach a level like this, and I don't take it for granted, I think it was kind of expected, and it a little bit feels like anticlimactic because it's like, okay, I'm here now, I reached it, now what? So I think sometimes she reminds me how big of an accomplishment this is and how many people I'll be able to help and will be affected by me. So I think her keeping me knowing that humility is important, but she also reminds me, no, like, you deserve this, you achieve this, you got this far. So ever since I was little till now, it's kind of, yes, been expected, but I think she's really kept me grounded and um, even just at home on Zoom days in school and when I would cry and make no sense and just be frustrated and she would just be here listening, I think she's just her strength and maybe calmness, even though she was probably blowing up with me inside, really got me through, I think. So she's probably been the biggest um, thing that carried me, I would say.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Marley, thank you so much for joining us today. And I'm so glad we got to have some insight into your journey, your goals as a PA, and obviously your continued advocacy through the PA promotion and the profession. So we at Kappa just want to say congratulations. It's an honor to have a recent graduate like you receive one of our scholarships. So we just wish you the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.